Hey everybody, what's up? Gary Simon here. So today we're going to check out something called momentum scrolling. So I wouldn't call this smooth scrolling because usually that is indicated with something else where you click a link and then it will take you to another section of the page and it does it smoothly. This is a little bit different. It's basically based on when you use your mouse scroll wheel. So here's what I'm talking about. You scroll it down and it just gives you a nice sort of gradual shift, kind of similar to how the behavior is on a smartphone when you use your finger to push down or scroll down on a page. You can also embed these into other areas of the app as well, or the layout rather. And so it's super simple. It's using something called Smooth Scroll. It's 2 kilobytes. I'm going to show you exactly how to get started and set up and run with it. And yeah, make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's get started. Before we begin, this video is sponsored by Linode. Now, as a front-end developer or a designer, you know that you need a personal portfolio. And if you use a website builder like Wix or Squarespace, they lack total customization and they lock you into using their platform. But to be a pro, you need to use the tools that the pros actually use. So level up, start building your own projects and your own portfolio on an enterprise level content management system like WordPress or Drupal. Now, real web development sometimes requires knowledge of spinning up servers, managing domain names, and setting up an occasional staging environment. And there's no better or simpler way to learn the ins and outs of hosting your website than with Linode Cloud Hosting. Linode Cloud Hosting makes it as easy as possible for you to deploy a WordPress or Drupal website in seconds with the free Linode one-click app marketplace. So click on the very top link here in the YouTube description to get your free Linode account along with $20 of free hosting and all the tools that you need to build enterprise class websites. All right, so I'm here in Visual Studio Code with a brand new project. I just have the boilerplate HTML. We're linking up a main.css file that's right here in the CSS folder. And I also have Vue, and we have the terminal open here as well at the bottom. And so we're going to go ahead and use npm to install this Node.js. Make sure you have Node.js. There is a CDN version, but I figured, hey, I'll just do the npm version now. So if we go to the documentation, npm install Smooth-Scrollbar right here. All right, so that's what we want to run npm init -y. That'll create a package.json file. Then we can go ahead, right click to paste that in, and it'll install Smooth-Scrollbar. It's very, very simple, as you can see, very quick. And after that, we're also going to use Parcel. All right, so I have Parcel installed already. It's a bundler. It's a kind of an alternative to Webpack. I have a video tutorial on that, so just go to my YouTube channel, do the search, and type in Parcel, and I'll show you how to install it and all that stuff. So I'm just going to type in Parcel index.html. I'm not sure if this is going to work properly. Okay, good. All right, and then we'll go ahead and create a index.js file. This is where our smooth scrollbar stuff will go, or the JavaScript, and then we'll go ahead and just link the script right here. Source equals index.js. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention I'm wearing a green shirt. Very cool. I didn't do it on purpose. I forgot. Whatever. Okay, so now what we want to do is let's just set up our HTML real quickly, and it's going to be dead simple just to demonstrate what's happening here. So we have section, we'll have an H1, and we'll just say what's up. We'll give it a little bit of content, so we'll put a paragraph, lorem 20, and then maybe another paragraph for the heck of it, lorem 12. All right, and then after that, we're just going to copy and paste that. Very unoriginal we are. And then after that, we'll paste another section. And for this one, we're going to demonstrate doing the whole smooth scroll bar inside of a specific container. So we'll just have a container called custom with an ID called custom. And by the way, this is an M abbreviation. It's a quick way to write HTML. I have a tutorial on that as well, so do a channel search. All right, and then we're just going to do one paragraph with lorem 200. So 200 words of type. Okay, so now that that's done, let's go and check out our main.css. So this is a very simple, I only literally have 5 rule sets for this entire project. So first one, we're going to do all box sizing border box because I do have some padding that's going to screw things up if I don't add that otherwise. And we're going to do body is going to be a height, 100 viewport height, margin 0. We also have font family, Linode. I already have it installed, so I'm not going to import it. And then font size, we're going to do 2M units. So far, if we take a look at, we'll go to localhost 1234. This is what we have so far. And then also we'll put in a section of padding, 8M units, a height of 100 viewport height. This is what that does. Just, you know, makes it look not like complete garbage. We'll do section nth of type 2, just to select the second one to give it a different color. So we're going to do background. We'll say blue, but I just don't like straight up blue. So we're going to come up here a little bit more in that color range. There we go. And then color white. So this is what that does. So we can see a clear separation of the sections when we go to scroll. And then finally, we have one more rule set, and that's our custom container. And in order for you to have the smooth scroll bar inside of working like in an actual container, it has to have a defined width and height, and also overflow auto. So we'll just give it a width of 500 pixels, a height of 500 pixels, and overflow auto. All right, so without any of that stuff hooked up, this is what it looks like. So I'm using my mouse scroll wheel, and you can see it's a hard stop, right? That's the usually default behavior. Same thing inside of here. So what we're going to do is integrate Smooth-Scrollbar. So let's go to our index.js. First thing we have to do is to actually import it. So import right there. Let's close this out. And then the easiest way to get this up and running is we're going to type in scrollbar, initialize it, document.query selector, and we have to pass in an ID. So we're going to put in my scroll bar. This is the easiest way without options. I'll show you the way with options too. So we have my scroll bar, but this isn't defined yet in our HTML. So if we want it to apply to the whole web page, all right, then we simply put in ID, my scroll bar, right on the body tag. All right, so let's go ahead and see if that works. All right, so now it's actually working. That's how easy it is to get up and running with this. So you can notice the scroll bar itself has been hijacked. And so if we go to Control-Shift-I and we look at the developer tools or the elements, and we scroll down, you can see right here, transform, translate 3D. So what it's doing is it's completely getting rid of the native scroll bar itself visually and also the behavior, and it's creating it's basically its own container where it says scroll content, and it's using transform, translate 3D to position the user. All right, so that's how it essentially works. So what if we wanted to pass in some options with this? Maybe you want this to be more of a smooth scroll bar that lasts longer. There's some options. Before I do that, let's check out. There's an options section right here. These are all the options. So you have damping. It's a type of number, and the default. All right. So I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but damping is probably one of the ones that you would use the most. So the momentum reduction damping factor, a float value between 0 and a 1. The lower the value is, the more smooth the scrolling will be. All right, so just to keep in mind that. There's thumb in size, continuous scrolling, always show tracks. So I think we'll just use 2 of those just to show you how you can integrate options. So the second parameter has options, and then we could just say var options equals object damping, and then the default is what was the default again? I forget. 0.1. All right, so if we want to change that to something like 0.05, Now before I save this, let's get an idea for how it scrolls. So it's like, it's a pretty nice, the default behavior is a pretty good value. You don't want it to take too long, but just for the sake of showing you how to work in options, now at 0.5, it scrolls basically twice as long than what it was before. Same thing, oh, not here yet though. We haven't added this one yet. And then also the tracks. These are the tracks on the side. They only show up when you're scrolling, which is the default behavior. But if we change or add this, rather, always show tracks to true, by default set to false. We can see that if we refresh this here, it's showing the tracks by default no matter what. And they don't go away, as you can see. Now there's other things that you can do here. You can style the colors of this scroll bar right here, just for your pleasure. Would you really pleasure that? I mean, I don't know. But yeah, you can style these. Just go to the GitHub, their GitHub repo. And I think in the issues section, that's been addressed big time, along with a bunch of other things. So how can we get one working here? Very simple. What we can do is just replicate that line with Shift, Alt, and down. I think we'll put in, we'll call this one custom. Let's not throw the options. You can if you want. And then we'll just put in, oh yeah, our ID is custom here already. So it should work. There we go. So we have it working here, and we have it working here. Very fun. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed that. You learned something new. Let me know if you guys use this smooth scroll bar, or perhaps you do it some other way. If you have a vanilla JavaScript option, let me see that as well. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.